Hey, this is Willie from Long Island Marine, and I picked the boat up. The guy just wanted it out of his yard. He parked it in 2014 on the side of his house. It had a full camper back on it. He winterized the motor, but never shrink wrapped it. And the canvas went to shit, and you know, here I am 9 years later. The boat was really dirty on the side of his house. The trailer needed new hubs in the back. I made a video and put it on the Four Winds owner's website, but I'm just going to make another one. I spent like 3 hours power washing this thing, and this is what it looks like now. It's a 1999 Four Winds 268 Vista. I put new hubs in the back, and I just put new bearings in the front because I just had to get it off the property. I put 4 new tires on the trailer. I put new lights on it just to get it out of his house. I decided to just fix the trailer while the boat was on it. I did buy new brakes for the trailer. I bought these Kodiak, which is so much better than, they got discs in there, and they're so much better than Tight. I forget the name of that company, but I've been using other brake manufacturers, but Kodiak seems to be better. I can just tell by the feel of it. Anyway, that's the trailer, but here's the boat. This is the frame for the full camper back. There's actually 2 bows in there. And that's what he had on this boat. People have called interested about the swim platform, and I was going to, just sell parts of the boat. And that's normally what we do, by the way. We do a lot of that here. People are interested in, this table. I have no idea where it goes. It folds out. It's like this table that, it's in there somewhere. It's got this cool back seat that you can just pop out and pop in. And there's the other part of the back seat. It had this table inside. I took it out. It looks like Formica or something. Probably goes back. Maybe it goes inside. I don't know. But the boat cleaned up real well. You can see mechanics have worked on. Look at the greasy fingerprints from mechanics working on them. I did power wash this boat. I did pull the ignition out because I wasn't getting any power to the engine. And that's when I discovered it needed a new battery switch. And that's what the battery switch looks like. And let me just show you the engine compartment. I never cleaned in here. And so I took the batteries out and threw this new battery in there. I don't want to step down in there. But you can see I didn't clean anything out in here. It definitely needs to be cleaned out. But the motor sat for 9 years. And, one of the things I always check on these motors is like the oil. And the oil is pretty clean. So, we winterize a lot of boats here in New York, and we always change the oil. So they did that. And I don't really want to start the engine because I know the fuel that's going in there is probably bad. I'm not even sure the engine will start, by the way. But it's a GXI 5.7. And so that's the engine. You could see that it sat for 9 years. And I don't know when that tarp blew off, but it definitely was not, water got in here, and that's why that engine rusted. This is like the outside of the boat. It's got all the mounts for the, I usually sell those frames to people at a discounted price. And these are for the parts. There's the windshield. I sell a lot of windshields. A lot of trees fall on these things. you know, and I just gave it the once over with a power wash. You got to remember it's February in New York. People have been calling about the panels. They seem to be in okay shape. Somebody wants a bezel or something. I don't really get involved in taking bezels off, but you know, somebody does just want that back panel. So here's a video of it if it's okay. And I'm just trying to get rid of parts. And there's the other panel, you know. And this thing's got, you know, I guess I'll go over the mechanicals. Fuse box right here, you know. And, you know, the shifter seems to work. I mean, it goes into gear and it throttles up. But that, like I say, I don't want to turn it over. And there you go. Here's a hatch that somebody stepped on. I actually have one of those. It's the same exact one off a 248 4 winds. We had a 2001 in here. And, you know, it's got a really clean, it's probably a V700 Lumar. It's kind of cool. It's got the foot pedals with it. Anchor davit, and I actually bought a new solenoid for it. So I'm going to sell that if I end up parting this boat out. The bow rail seems to be in good shape. And you know, this is the boat. I'm just making a video of the boat because I made one and it was full of leaves and I couldn't get the hatch open, and then when I power washed it, I ended up, what a cool door setup this thing's got. When I power washed it, I blew a bunch of crap in there, so I made the inside actually dirtier than it was. Let's get a little breaker box. I mean, it's got the little stove. There is no AC in this boat. Somebody asked me that. But yeah, these things are hard to find. These, you know, they're 20 1/8 of an inch, just in case anybody's wondering. That's or 20 1/16 of an inch. So that's the opening you're kind of looking for if you want one of those. You want the opening to be like 20 1/4 to say 20 7/8 max. But this is the boat. He left it. I mean, he's got, you know, he had new speakers. I took a few things out of it. He's got a clean title for it, which is, well, I was hoping somebody might buy the boat. I try not to destroy these boats and pull them apart if I can. Here's a Jabco. Jabsco. Head system, which those are pretty good. We end up, you know, we winterize a lot of boats. You can see a lot of the stuff I took out of here, you could just tell they just put it away. And he said his business took off. You know, he owns UPS stores, and he opened another one. He just couldn't get to the boat. Kids were going off to college and needed the money, and you know, it's the boat. And it's got a refrigerator, and these things, it's AC/DC. You know, these things are pretty cool. Now you can see how I took all kinds of beer bottles out of here, and you know, all kinds of stuff. What model is this thing? Excuse me for videoing upside down, because you know, I usually clean these things up. You know, people lose them. Anyway, this is the boat. You can see it's filthy. I think I was starting to throw trash in there. Left all this cleaning supplies on there. This is the boat. So this is basically a parts boat, unless somebody wants the whole boat and trailer. I mean, I have people already wanting to buy the trailer because it's, you know, It's a 10K capacity, but I put, instead of low range D tires, I put E on there, and I just kind of beefed everything up a little bit. So we do, move boats to Florida. So anyway, a lot of people are looking at that trailer. So here's Scott. Let's see, do I take this? Yeah, here's the speakers that, apparently he got new speakers for that, and you can see, I took stuff out of there. It's got, the wash down. I don't know. This is the third Four Winds boat, maybe the fourth one I've taken in here. But this one's, I can sleep in this thing, So, Four Winds makes them okay because you can just tell by the water fills, it's a higher grade stainless. People think all stainless is the same. It's not. The waste is good. The gas cap, they put the stainless antenna holder on these things. If you're interested in this boat, I do have paperwork for it. Do not ask me to get the engine running and do all this stuff, because the truth is I could sell that outdrive with the props, sell parts of the engine if I had to, sell the swim platform, and just, sell all of this stuff. I'd rather not. I'd rather somebody, just buys the boat. You could have the boat and trailer as well. Just make any kind of reasonable offer. I have no paperwork for the trailer, but I can give you a parts list because I have a company called Long Island Marine, and I can make out a parts list and get a weight slip, and that's how we register trailers at Homemade in New York. It's got the 2 5/16. So that's it. 64 rollers too on the trailer, by the way. And that's the boat. So if you have any interest, feel free to give me a call.